Hello, good morning students. Today we will see about the different constraints used in the SQL or MySQL databases. So a constraint can be defined as a limitation on the values which can be given in fields. While inserting data to the records, if there are some rules that governs the data which can be inserted on these fields, then we call them as constraints. So the different types of constraints are primary key, foreign key, not null, unique and check constraints. So as we saw in our example database, we had select star from student. Okay, we had to use the database, use S3 CS. Okay, then select star from student. So this is the set of data we are using. That is, a table contains class number, name, age and marks. And if we want to change the marks of Arun, then the condition will be change the marks of the first record, or we can specify that change the mark of the student having class number 1. Okay, or we can specify like this, change the mark of the student having name Arun, or we can say change the mark of mark 55 as 60. But in all these conditions there can be some difficulties. That is, if I am giving condition that change the marks of 55 as 60, then in that field there may be marks 55 for other students also. So all the 55 will get changed to 60. If I give the condition like that, change the marks 55 to 60, then what happens is that all the marks 55 are changed to 60. So we are not able to identify that mark of Arun itself. And if I give the statement like this, change the mark of student having age 12 to 60, then as you can see there are two records having age 12, and so the marks of both Arun and Edwin will change to 60. And if I give the condition like this, change the mark of Arun to 55, then also there can be other Arun in the name field. And in class number also, if I am giving condition that change the mark of student having class number 1 to 55, then at this point of time we can say that it is safe, but there can be a record with class number 1 again if we have not restricted the value not to repeat. If we have not given a restriction on the class number field that the values should be unique, should not be repeated, then there is a possibility of repetition of class number. So in order to ensure that field does not have any duplicates, we are going for this type of constraints. The two types of constraints we can follow are primary key and unique in this case. If I am defining, if I am stating that that field should be unique, it means that there should not be any duplicate values while inserting records in that field. Also, primary key is similar. Primary key is chosen by the programmer from the set of unique keys as the primary key. So, primary key is used for uniquely identifying a record. Primary key will also be containing no duplicates, and there is a concept called null. Null means a value is not entered. During insertion of data, a value is not entered and we call it as null. And the not null constraint is used for setting a column that this field cannot be skipped without entering data. We need data in that field, that is not null. So while creating a table, if we are insisting a field as not null, then the user cannot skip data insertion to that field, that is not null. It does not support null data. We need data in that. So unique constraint means the value should not be repeated. Not null means we need value in that field. Primary key means primary key will be unique as well as not null. Primary key will not support null values, and also it need unique values. So unique and not null is the combination of primary key, and primary key is the key, is a field which is selected by the programmer for identifying the record uniquely. There can be multiple fields with unique constraint, but the programmer can select one field as the primary key, and he will be using this primary key in queries for uniquely identifying the records. If in this example I am selecting class number as the primary key, then I will be using this class number for updating and like that. We will be referring that record uniquely using that class number. And check is a constraint. Check is a constraint which checks for some data integrity. That is, if I am inserting marks to a table and I have given a check constraint on the field marks that it should be greater than 50 or it should be less than 100. So if a mark range or a condition has to be given to a field, then we can give it using the check constraint. So these are the constraints: primary key, not null, unique and check. Now we have the constraint as foreign key. Foreign key is used for establishing relations between tables. Assume that if I have a table having fields department ID as one of the columns, and I will be having a other table with department ID as the primary key also. And so it means that if I give department ID as 1 here, then there should be a table which indicates what is 1. 1 means computer science, 2 means English. So there should be a table indicating that what this department ID means and which department is related to department ID. So in the first table I will be giving department ID only, but there will be a table which contains department ID. What is this department ID? Okay, so we should have a relation between this department ID of the first table and the department ID of the second table, and that relationship is created using this key called foreign key. So foreign key is used for establishing relations. So foreign key of the first table will be a primary key of the second table. Foreign key of the first table will be a primary key of the second table. Okay. So these are about constraints. So constraints means constraints are limitations on the values which can be given in the fields. So primary key means the key which is given selection by the programmer for identifying the record uniquely. Foreign key is for establishing a relationship between two tables. Not null fields means while entering data we cannot skip the entry of data in that field. Unique means the data in that field will not be allowed for duplication. Check means the value which will be entered will be checked for a condition, and if the condition is satisfied then only the value is allowed to get inserted in the table. Okay, now we have different syntax for inserting this or imparting these constraints. There, during creation of table, table, that is by using create command. While using create command, we can give this constraint along with that table definition. Create table student class number int space primary key. So we can give column wise constraints during the create table statement. That is column wise. Create table student inside brackets class number int space primary key. So we are giving the constraint along with that. That is during creation of table, and this column wise constraints. While defining column, we are giving column wise constraints, and this can be later added. If I have a table and I want to add constraints later, then also it is possible to add constraints using the alter command. Alter command add constraint, then you can give the field name and constraint etc. Okay, so I will show the syntax of this usage of constraints in the next class. So be familiar with these constraints first. So constraints are restrictions or limitations on values which can be given in fields. Okay, primary key, foreign key, not null, unique and check. Okay, so during creation of table we can impart constraints, or after creation of table we can impart constraints using alter table command. Okay, so see you in the next class. Thank you.